In this video, we're going to talk about 3 ways we can continue the habit of reading without burning out. Here are a few ways I like to balance and sequence the way that I read books. First thing I like to do is I will pair one fiction book, one nonfiction book, and read them simultaneously. If I get bored of one, I switch to the other, and vice versa. It also makes sure that I'm getting the benefits of both types of reading, nonfiction and fiction. And then with this strategy, what I like to do is read one in the morning, usually the nonfiction, and then the other one in the evening, the fiction book, where I can unwind and just get lost in the story. But at any time that I want, if I'm more excited about one or the other, I will switch to that book. Having something I can switch back and forth with allows me to stay excited, and if one book is more difficult, I can jump to the other and then go back when I'm ready for that harder to read book. The next thing is certain books can be emotionally taxing. The author can have a very dim outlook on how life works, and the realities of life seem very bleak through his reading, and you live with that for a bit. And sometimes there's a lot of value in hearing those perspectives and delving into some of the darker parts of life. But when you feel heavy, something that I like to do is right afterwards read something that's maybe a little bit lighter, to make sure I'm not just staying and looking at the world through that author's darker, more depressing outlook on life. So I will read something that's more of like a hero's tale, something with a triumphant ending, with a character that goes through life with courage, or I'll just go for something that's a little bit lighter. Lastly, if there was a massive, difficult book to read, what I will do is, just to make sure that the next book doesn't seem as daunting as the one before, if it was difficult to go through for whatever reason, or it just felt like a lot, even if it was a very enjoyable read, what I will do is I'll pair it or move on to a smaller book for my next book. Just get a quick, easy reading out of the way, nice 200-page or less book, and that continues my momentum moving forward with the habit. So those are 3 different ways I like to sequence, balance, and cleanse my palate after reading difficult books, long books, and just ways that I can pair books, fiction and nonfiction, so I stay excited and I get all the value out of reading that I possibly can.